Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of body fluids and circulation. And here in this lecture we will discuss about one another important component of blood, that is WBC. So here is WBC. WBC means white blood corpuscles. Clear? So white blood corpuscles are the WBCs. Technically they are known as leukocytes. So here is leukocytes. The word leuko means colorless and cytes are the cells. So here is leuko means colorless and cytes are the cells. So these are the colorless cells because there is no pigment. So no pigment is there. So here no pigment is present. That's why they are colorless cells. Clear? Nextly, we are going to discuss about the size. The size of WBC is much larger than RBCs. So its size is much larger than RBC. The size of RBC is about 4 to 5 micron. RBC is 4 to 5 micron. And the size of WBC is about 8 to 20 micron. So it is much larger than RBCs. Nextly, the number of WBC in the blood. So the number of WBC is much less than RBC. So here is the number. Number of WBC is much less than RBC. We know that the RBC count in males and females is about 4.5 to 5.5 millions per cubic mm of blood, but the number of WBCs in the blood is about 6,000 to 10,000. 6,000 to 10,000 molecules per cubic mm of blood. Okay? So this is the number. If we are find the ratio of RBC and WBC, then the ratio of RBC and WBC is RBC and WBC 600 molecules of RBC and 1 molecule of WBC. This is the ratio between RBC and WBC molecules. Now, these cells are rounded in shape. So here we are going to discuss about the shape of WBC. The shape of RBC is biconcave disc shaped, and these are mainly either rounded or irregular in shape because these are showing amoeboid movement. So their shape is also like amoeba, and we know that amoeba is having irregular type of shape. So here the shape is either round or irregular. The cells are nucleated. It means they are having nucleus. Clear? Here the number of WBC, this is called as TLC. TLC means total leukocyte count. Clear? So this is total leukocyte count. It is called as TLC. Clear? These are either rounded or irregular in shape and the nucleated cells. the nucleus is polymorphic. That's why these are called as polymorphonuclear cells or leukocytes. Okay, so here the nucleus is polymorphic. It means the structure of nucleus is different in different type of WBCs. So their nucleus is polymorphic and the WBCs are called as polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Okay? Because different type of WBCs are having different types of nucleus. Their shapes must be different. Poly means many. Morphology is the word used for the structure and nuclear is for nucleus. So the leukocytes are having different shapes of nucleus. That's why they are called as polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Clear? The abbreviations used for this polymorphonuclear nucleoside is P, M for morpho, N for nuclear and L for leukocyte. One more abbreviation, that is P for poly, M for morphonuclear. Now, as this is the complete name, that is morphonuclear and leukocyte. One more abbreviation, PNL. So these are the abbreviations which are used for this term polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Clear? So this is the shape. Now the lifespan of WBC. The WBCs are having very short lifespan in compared to RBCs. The lifespan of RBCs is about 120 days and the lifespan of WBC is about 3 to 4 days. So their lifespan is much shorter than RBCs. Next one is site of production. Okay, where the WBC are going to be produced. So the WBCs are going to produce in the body at many places, like in bone marrow, red bone marrow. Second one is in lymph nodes. Third one is in spleen. So these are called as leukopoietic organs. Okay. So next one is site of production of WBC. These are called as leukopoietic organs. Now the process of formation of WBC is called as leukopoiesis. So the organs where the production of WBC is going to take place are called as leukopoietic organs. And these organs are, first one is red bone marrow. Second one is lymph nodes. So in case of lymph nodes, WBC are going to be produced. And the third one is spleen. So spleen is also the organ where the WBCs are going to be produced. And the process of production of WBC is called as leukopoiesis. Clear? So here I am writing about the process. Process of WBC formation or production is called as leukopoiesis. Okay, this is the process of WBC production. Now, if the number of WBCs are going to increase in the blood, then what is the condition get arises? So here I am writing about the increase in TLC. It means increase in the total leukocyte count. So here increase in TLC, increase in TLC arises the condition which is called as leukocytosis. It is leukocytosis. The condition in which increase in leukocytes takes place. Second one is decrease in TLC count. Decrease in TLC. What is the condition called as decrease in TLC? That is called as leukopenia. So the condition is leukopenia. In case of RBC, it is erythrocytosis and erythropenia, and in case of WBC, it is leukocytosis and leukopenia. Next one is an important process that is called as diapedesis. The process which is called as diapedesis. Now this is an important process which is shown by WBC, and it is the process in which the WBCs squeeze out from the blood capillaries. So the process in which WBC squeeze out from the capillaries to provide immunity to the body or to fight against the infections. Clear? So capillaries to fight against infections. This is called as diapedesis. This is the important property of WBC. Now we are going to discuss about the classification of WBC. WBCs are basically classified into two categories. So here we are going to discuss about the classification of WBCs. Classification is, the WBCs are mainly classified into two categories. These categories are granulocyte and agranulocyte. What is the basis of this classification? The basis of classification is the type of cytoplasm. If the WBCs are having granular cytoplasm, some type of granules present in this cytoplasm of the granulocytes, that's why they are called as granulocytes. And in agranulocytes, cytoplasm is without granules. So here cytoplasm have granules or the granular structure. These granules are different in the different type of granulocytes. We will discuss it later. Next one is here cytoplasm is without granules. Clear? So cytoplasm is without granules in this condition. Now the granulocytes are again classified into three categories. So here the three categories of granulocytes, they are acidophils, second one is basophils, and third one is neutrophils. This classification is on the basis of the process of staining. Which type of stain gets taken by the WBCs. On this basis, the WBCs are classified into three categories. Granulocytes type of WBCs are classified into three categories. First one is acidophil. These acidophils stain with acidic stain, and the most common acidic stain is eosin. Eosin is the most common acidic stain. That's why they are also called as eosinophils. Okay? They are also called as eosinophils. Secondly, basophils. As the name indicates, basophils stain with basic stain, and the most common basic stain is methylene blue. Methylene blue is the most common basic stain. The third one is neutrophils, and neutrophils stains with both acidic and basic stain. That's why these are called as neutrophils. Clear? So this is the classification of granulocytes on the basis of staining process. Now we will discuss these type of cells in detail in the next section. Here the classification of agranulocytes. These are also classified into two categories, and they are lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocytes are again classified into two categories. These are the cells which provide immunity to the body. So these are also classified in two types, that is B lymphocyte and the second one is T lymphocyte. B lymphocytes are produced in red bone marrow and T lymphocytes are produced in thymus gland. So these are produced in red bone marrow and these are produced in thymus gland. Clear? And monocytes are the cells which are also responsible to provide immunity, and they behave as macrophages. Clear? So this is all about the classification of WBC on the basis of their cytoplasmic content. Clear? So on the basis of cytoplasmic content, the WBCs are mainly classified into 5 categories. So these are the 5 types of WBCs: acidophil, basophil, neutrophil, lymphocytes and monocytes. In our next section, we will discuss about these 5 types of WBCs in detail in a tabular form. Clear? Thank you very much.